Hi everyone, it's Judy Lee here, and I'm here to show you my September journal that I finished finally. It's very simple. There's no, as you can see, no lace, no book corners because I ran out of book corners a few months ago. So I can't do the whole year in book corners. I wish I could. Anyway, I have put some little charms on here to match. And I had punched the hole before I started doing the book. Um, so, and it's stuck. Oh well, that's okay. There we go. Anyway, I put the big part at the top, so the little parts have dangled. Okay. All right. Then I just I used went ahead and used the paper completely. I just put a little flour and some, I forgot what you call that, burlap. Anyway, it's just scraps I had in my little scrap bin. And I did sew it, and I used the same twine that I did on the tutorial. Um, yes, there's some poking out because I put paper on the edges. And then I just used this little organza ribbon. I put it in between the two layers so that I wouldn't have to put it on the outside. First off, on the inside, I have, and I've got this tape here to keep me in focus so that I do not get y'all out of focus. And I made belly bands with the leftover paper, and then I just edged them in some paper I could write on. And this was a corner, there's two corners, one's on the back of a sheet that had a calendar on the top, and I just cut it, and I thought that was perfect for this. Another part of the kit, and I just made a pocket out of it instead of making the postcard. I made the tag, and someone had sent me this tag. I love this tag. I'm not sure. I can't say because I don't want to mess up. But anyway, I love the tag, and these papers are just awesome. I had. And they looked good with it. So, and then on the inside, I used a music sheet that someone sent me, or I got at Hobby Lobby, one or the other. I can't remember. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby though. So anyway, here we go. And I just put this little piece of paper on here because I'm going to do a lot of writing. I didn't have enough room in my other one. I had to add a lot of papers to it for last month. So this month I made sure I had plenty of pockets and tucks and spots and journaling cards and everything. This is another one of those pieces, just like the front. And I just backed it with some, I think that was some of that file folder that I made that journal with on the what you saw the other day on the tutorial. This was another piece, and that's a piece from this. This is just some paper I had bought, and then I just took the September off the top of one of the, those sheets you get with the tags and little pieces, and this was a piece of it. And I just stuck it in there because I can write on the bottom, I can write on here. I left this blank. I just added one of the strips off of it to this. And then this side was that's the back of that paper. I took and made a journaling card, but then I made a pocket out of it. And I even made a belly band with the leftover paper. Try to use everything, and this is just a piece from there, and I took all the extra little pieces. I can write on every one of these. And these are all just leftovers. I didn't corner them. I didn't care. And this is a piece of Dina Wakley booklet that I had, and I just like the color, so I stuck it in there. Now this page I folded up. This is one of those I bought, and I put a strip of the A is for Apple. That's the theme of this. It's going back to school, September. All these lovely tokens. September days are here with summer's best of weather and autumn's best of cheer. And then it has apples back to school, reading books, games, and sweaters. And Apple is the main thing on here. So anyway, I just put a strip there because I'm going to write here. I can write on these pages as well. On this side is where I had folded it, and I just cut the strip before I pasted it down. If y'all can see what I did with the scissors. I just put, and it says School Days, Dear Old Golden Rule Days. And then this says Harvest Memories, and it's another piece of that. And I made a little tuck tag to write on. And I just put some leftover lace on it that I thought went really well with it. And this is my lace basket in case you've never seen me before. I keep all my extra little tiny pieces in there. This was a card, and I just love the colors, even though they don't really match. And this was one of the family, and it's one of the things that come in there. And I just put a piece of my extra things in there. I'm trying to get rid of all my scraps. This is the back of, or inside of it, and I just put 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, open the door. And it's got those flowers on it. Then this is another piece of paper that I had that wasn't very big, so I stuck it in here. I thought it was really pretty. This side, this was just a piece of paper I had. I don't know what it is, but it's some nice, thickish paper. And I just folded it all willy-nilly and stuck it in here. And as you can see, none of these pages are even because I did it on purpose. I have some up, some down, and some just sitting there. But anyway, I put the little decal September on there. I put a tag that came with it, cut it out and punched it. Another piece, it says the goldenrod is yellow, the corn is turning brown, the trees and apple orchards with fruits are bending down. And I just put a piece of lace across here and made that a little pocket. On this side, I had a pocket. So I put a little journaling card in. It's blank. I just put a strip on here. I bought this at Walmart 2 years ago, and I tore a bunch of strips, and I thought that was just perfect because it has the apples. I put a little gold, just some gold stuff I had in my little box, and my fish bowl. And this is another one of the little stamps that comes with it. There's 4 of these. And I made a flip out of this, and I cut it straight across. So I put that there so you can tell that it is something to be opened. I can write on it. Then this is some of that paper I had bought a couple of years ago. It's just that handmade clothy type paper with the strings all through it. And I wasn't going to do anything with this. I just wanted it in there because it was red like the apples. Somebody, or I did, I can't remember if I made this or somebody made this, but it's a little pocket, and it's supposed to be an envelope, but I put it on here for a pocket. This is another little tag, and I put a little piece of my scraps on there to pull it with. And then that paper back there that you saw with the writing and stuff on it, this is extra, and I just taped it, glued it on there to make a top. And then this one, I just folded this over, and that's that paper sticking out. And then I just added, I had got this, I want to say it Tuesday morning. It was a little package with some fall stuff in it, and I had this left over in my stash. And then I just put some ribbon and some flat backs on here. And I thought that was really cool that I had that still left. And anyway, I love this paper because it matches. And this is a piece out of a 12 by 12 I had, and it was a whole lot of these kind of things. So I just cut them and used them for journaling. And then this is parchment paper, and this is my center. And I just took the rest of those extras and put them on here because the inside I'm going to write on. The outside I'm not. So I just want to kind of decorate them. This is the other side of that, and I turned it and bent it over too and glued it down, and then just put some little flat backs on here. This is one of my, it was in my stash I had made probably almost 2 years ago. And I finally wanted to use it, and it's just a little house circle. And I just put it on a flower base, and it's just got some strings coming out. And then this is a part of the paper that I had left over, and I made a journaling card out of it. And then, of course, another piece of that white paper that I made a journaling card. By the way, this is a I can't remember what it's called. Oh my goodness, my head is gone. But y'all know what that paper clip. Anyway, and then I took another piece of that paper that was left over after I put it in here, and just put a piece of that gold yellow. It's a darkish yellow. It looks, well, you can't really see it, but anyway, it's shimmery from Dollar Tree, and then one of the flowers that I had made from Dollar Tree and stuck it in the center because it matches. And there's the other piece of that. This one, and of course, it's all apples. This was a piece in a corner. I cut it, and I just put it on here as a pretty. I put another piece of that paper because it was way big that was left over and made another journal tuck. And this is a piece of that paper I told you I just folded it willy-nilly. This side, I just put that, it says graceful. And I just love the colors. So I put it in here. It's my journal, you know, and I just put that paper clip in here. I'm trying to use up what I've got. And then this one is that paper that I used on the borders. On this one, I took two of the borders and I cut them and made pockets. Just halved it, and then I just put some of the little flowers I had made at my friend Teresa's, and I had put buttons in them. She had made them on her Gemini, and then I just put some little tuck spots and stuff, and ribbons, stuff I can write on, and everything. And then this is a piece of that that came with the little kit, and I just cut it out and stuck it on here for a pocket. And I put another piece of that paper that was left over and used it for a journaling card. And then this is the back of that card, and I just covered up the little name of the company with a little bit of lace that I had in my stash, and another one of those postal stamps. This is another piece that I put on one of my papers, made a pocket out of it, and I stuck some of that parchment paper because you can write on it. Writes really well, matter of fact. And then I put one of the tags someone sent me in here. I put a little lace on here, and then I had one of these in my scrap house, or in my made stuff, and it was just a tag. Supposed to be a little ticket, and it had one of those flowers, and I thought it just went really well. And it was just a ticket. It wasn't. I was gonna make a paper clip out of it, and I didn't. This one, I just put a piece of that with the apples on it, and I just put some flat backs on here, and then I stuck another one of those little journaling cards in here, and then that's another piece of the Dana Wakley, and I stuck one of my paper clips I made with some glitter, and this is yellowy, and it just goes real well with it, and it had a little blue on it, and I had blue in the Dana. This is another paper clip. I just stuck it on here because of the colors. It just reminded me of fall and September. So I just stuck it on this piece of paper. And then over here, made another journal card with a piece of the paper that came with the kit. This is another one of those pieces that was left over. I don't never try to put them close to the edge. Now, I will even it out if I was making it for someone. If they wanted me to make them one, I would make it, nicer. I just put some flat backs that match the blue here, and then this says making treasured memories. That was a part of the kit. As you can see, it's got the flower on it. And then this one, I should have turned my big light on. I used the last of that A strip. The A is for apple strip. I just put it across here because it matched so well. The apples and everything. And then this is a piece that I had cut for that, making that journal for the tutorial. This was a leftover file folder, and I just put one of those postals with a little bit of lace and a flat back. And I said I can write all in this. that was perfect. And then this one, I put diagonal. I wanted to try something different. And I just stuck a folded piece of paper left over to write on. And I can always write on the back of this. And then I put 2 little flat backs here. And these are fall colors. It just makes it look brighter down there. But my arm's hurting, so I can't just hold it up constantly. This was part of that calendar that I cut up, and I just cut it on both sides to fit. Made a little tuck spot, and this was a piece of that left over, and I made a journaling card out of it. I just took some of my little gold, deep gold that matches, and folded it and cut it flag shape and glued it to it, and then I glued this button on here that I got from somewhere. I have no idea. I think it was a kid's thing that was at a thrift place. And then over here, I took the big picture that comes with that, and I usually put that on the front, but I didn't. I made a touch spot out of it and put another journaling card in there. And then here, last but not least, is the last of that paper that I cut for the calendar, and another journal card that I made out of leftover paper that came with the kit. And that's it, folks. I hope you liked it, and I appreciate any comments. If you think I could have done something differently, um, you know, let me know. I appreciate any comment, whether it's good or bad. Rather you not post anything nasty, or you will be removed. But thank you so much for watching, and hit that like button, hit the comments, tell me something, hit that bell if you haven't already, so that you can receive all my videos. And I will be trying to get some craft videos up because I do want to lessen some of my stash. So I'm going to be trying to do some stash busting. That's a big thing right now. Everybody's trying to get all the stash done, and making things for journals and friend mail. And I want to do that as well. And it helps clean it out before the end of the year. And then I'll start again next year, building up some scraps to the middle of the month, middle of the year. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did. And I appreciate y'all watching. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.